Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. Today, it's been a couple weeks since I put up a video, but anyway, whatever. We just put some fuel in our friendly little 484 here. I had some deer hunters complaining that they couldn't get where they wanted to be back here in the woods. There's trees across the road. My first question was, well, do you own a chainsaw? Anyway, I'm gonna go back in here and see what we have going. Maybe. Okay then. Well, that was harder than I thought it should be. But then again, with all the other problems we've had out of this, I guess this is to be expected. So we'll let it sit and warm up, and I'll head back and grab a chainsaw, and we'll catch up to you guys here in a minute. Okay, so here we are. As you can see, there's a piece of an ash tree right there. If you're fortunate enough not to have ash trees in your area, good for you, because we had a bug come through here some years ago that called the emerald ash borer that kind of wiped us out on ash trees. Killed them all, left them standing, of course. So every time there's a good gust of wind, you have stuff like this. But anyway, that's beside the point. Got the saw, and we're just kind of working our way back through here. So let me cut this one off, and we'll keep going. Okay, so we've gone about 200 feet from the last ash tree that was down, and now we've got a cherry tree across the road here. So I'm starting to see what this guy was thinking, especially if he has a four-wheeler or something, that he can't walk back in here to go hunting. But anyway, cut this one up and we'll move on. So we continue on. We're probably 100 yards or so past that last tree. There's a scrape in the road right there, which there's always one there. And I used to invest a lot of time and effort into hunting deer. Now I just go shoot them when I decide I want to eat a deer. I don't know this guy personally that's coming in here. He's a buddy of one of my other hunters, and you know, the other guy understands what the problem is around here. He wants to, you know, he wants a big buck to hang on the wall, but he'll shoot his limit of yearlings and does before he before he takes that buck, or at least make sure he gets 4 or 5 anyway. I tell you, it's amazing. When I was a kid, yeah, well, not really even a kid, say, well, yeah, I was a kid. I was less than 10 years old. There wasn't any deer. That one's gonna be a problem. Oh, come on, you dumb thing. Okay. So, yeah, that one there's gonna be a problem. What is that anyway? Damn old, I don't even know off the top of my head what kind of tree that is. Anyway, it don't really matter. It's not an ash, it's not a cherry tree, it's not an oak tree or anything else. That might be an elm tree of some sort. No, it's not that either. I don't know. What do you think those leaves belong to? Anyway, so as I was saying, when I was say less than 10 years old anyway, there wasn't many deer around here. There just wasn't. And then now 25 years later, there's deer just everywhere. And really, by the time I was like 18, 19, there was deer everywhere. I don't know what, which, you know, when I was a young kid, you were allowed to shoot a buck only. And then you were allowed one buck and one doe. And then after that, let's see, the last time I went and got tags to hunt deer on, since I'm a property owner, they give you one buck tag and 10 doe tags, and then after you have filled your limit on or used up your 10 doe tags, meaning physically checked the animal in, you can buy an additional doe tag for $10 until you run out of money. Now, of course, the problem there is nobody needs that much deer meat. They won't let you donate it to anybody anymore. It's kind of sad, really, but hey, is what it is. Used to be they would let you donate it to charities and stuff like that, and then they would give it to people who needed it or whatever, but you know, they don't do that anymore. So yeah, anyway, government at work, I guess. Well, let me look at this here, my situation, and see what we can, if we can do anything with it. It's not a real good spot to have to mess with that thing. Alright, well, let's see. Hey, we may have to let that one lie. Oh, this is an elm tree of some sort. Looking at the bark, that's what it is. It's an elm tree. Oh yeah, we may have to just let this one lay here until either it falls the rest of the way down, or I get somebody out here to watch my back, because I'm not tackling that one alone. And since I was able to walk under it, I don't see why anybody else wouldn't be able to walk under it either. So, guess I'll grab a saw and we'll go for a walk, see what else is back here. So, as you can see, there's does and yearling deer just burning this little old road up back here. I'm coming up on another down ash tree that's blocking the road for a four-wheeler or something. Here went a squirrel. Let's see, that probably was an ash tree at one time. Okay, so I was wrong. This is another little cherry tree. I wonder why all my good cherry trees are falling over. Anyway, whatever. I'll cut this off and walk on. Okay, so we cut that one out of the way. And now onward. Huh. Yeah, all the rain we've had the last little bit. That's not real surprising. All this is washing out real bad here. Locust tree. I'm gonna find a little bit bigger tracks now. Old locust tree there. So we walk on, we walk on, we walk on. Well, might as well cut that off, I guess. Well, here's another deer trail coming down the hill here. So we keep on moving, and we keep on moving. Now, that mess up there used to be a deer stand, and that is the one that I shot my very first deer out of. That one right there. Now, true enough, a little doe was, let's see, it's kind of hard to say now, probably over by that stump. So she was, you know, maybe 10 yards away from the base of the tree, but I was up there 20, 25 feet. So, yeah, anyway, shot that doe with a muzzleloader. And she was, let's see, she dressed out 160 pounds, I think it was. But anyway, this is a semi-live ash tree right here. It's not completely live anymore, but close to it. Oh, you know, so far I'm not really seeing anything else that looks that insurmountable other than that one big tree back there. But as I said, I'm not going to mess with that one. Someplace right in here there was another old deer stand. Oh, there's a board out of it right there. The old man that built that one had like a 4x8 sheet of plywood up in that tree, up in 4 different trees, all nailed together. I asked him why he had to have it so big. He said, well, because I like to be able to move around. Okay, whatever works for you. Another trail crossing the road here. Wood spiders all over me. Anyway, we keep walking and walking and walking. Huh, there's another live ash tree. Guess the bugs must have missed some of them. Here's another cherry tree broke out. Trim this thing up right quick and then we'll keep going. We cut that one there out. And that mess back there. We hike and hike and hike some more, packing around a little chainsaw so we can make it passable for deer hunters. As I was saying, there is a really serious deer problem around here. But, you know, and as I said before, I really don't know this guy. For all I know, he's in a wheelchair. But, you know, when I was hunting on other people's land or hunting, period, interesting. Interesting. Now to begin, I don't know whose that is. Anyway, whatever. Doesn't really matter at this point in time. Guess I'll have to come back here one of these days in deer season and see what's going on. I don't want a buzzard or something. Anyway, we've come about as far as we need to go here. The farm does take off and go up that hill over there, but I'm not walking up there right now. Anyway, I think that's good enough for today. So anyway, chainsaw in tow, I guess I start back to where I came from. Go back to the tractor and get out of the woods here. I have to inquire with Mom about who that little blind over there belongs to. She knows of anybody that's been back this far or not. Our other 2 or 3 guys, Dad and his 2 sons, they hunt up the front of the farm. And then we have another guy that hunts up on the hill over that way. He may have moved his stuff over there. He comes all the way here from West Virginia, drives about 5 hours to hunt deer. Real nice guy. Anyway, I guess that's about it for this one, guys. I'm just gonna go back to the tractor and go back to the house, drop off his saw, and then go to the barn and get my truck and go home, I reckon. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. And I'll be back to you with some other kind of adventure here before too long, hopefully. Until then.